The Gift of Magi. James and Della Dillingham are a couple that lives in a small and simple apartment. James Dillingham is a loving gentleman. He works in an office in the city. He earns $30 a week, but recently it has drastically fallen to $20 a week, and because of this, the family is struggling day by day. The only pride in the Dillingham family is the gold watch James has, which is believed to be given to his father by his grandfather. On the other side, Della's most beautiful thing is her hair. James loves his wife's long, brown, shiny hair. One day, Della Dillingham, holding $1.87 in her hand, wanders here and there in the room. Then she said,
I am worried because it's Christmas Eve, and I need to buy a gift for my loving and caring husband to show that I love him too.
She feels like crying because she doesn't know what to do. Della is thinking hard about how to give James a gift and make him happy. Then, she suddenly comes in front of the mirror in her room. It is not a good mirror as it is thin and gets very difficult for anyone to catch a glimpse in it. However, Della is a thick girl, so she easily catches a view of herself. In all of her nervousness, she touches her hair, which falls to its full length to her knees. She has beautiful brown hair which shines brightly.
Oh, what a beautiful hair I've got,
she says. Upon seeing her hair, an idea probes in her mind.
Aha! Now I know what to do.
So she rushes to the stairs and goes down to the street and looks for the shop of Mrs. Sophony. She runs towards the shop and goes inside.
Mrs. Sophony, will you buy my hair?
Mrs. Sophony said.
Let me look at your hair, my dear.
Then the old lady saw Della's brown hair fall and stream from top to her knees. She said at once,
What a lovely hair you've got here. I'll buy it for $20.
After the haircut, Della goes to the market to buy a gift for James.
Now I have $21.07.
She crosses the whole market and a number of shops until she finds a beautiful watch chain. She looks at it and said,
My husband needs a beautiful chain like this for his gold watch. He will surely love this.
Eventually, she buys it and returns home happily. She is smiling and blushing at how happy and delighted James will be when he sees this beautiful watch chain, as she was already in need of one. Then, she comes home and straightfully goes to her room. Sitting in her room, she thinks about her haircut, which seems more like a boy cut now. On this, she becomes slightly upset as it was her most beautiful and most prized possession. Due to this, she also imagines how badly James will feel when he comes to know her hair is gone. Then, she keeps waiting in her room for James to return home. At 7 o'clock, James arrives home while Della listens to his steps approaching the room. She excitedly goes downstairs and stops there as James looks at her strangely because of her haircut.
What happened to your hair, my dear wife? Why is your beautiful hair all gone now?
Oh, love, do not look at me like that. Your weird look is hurting me. You love me in my long hair and not love me like this?
Della said. Upon hearing this from Della, James comes near her and says,
Nothing can lessen my love for you, my lovely wife.
Then he expresses his disappointment by showing the gift he bought for her. At that time, James gets something from his pocket.
I spent the whole day looking for the perfect Christmas gift for you, my beautiful Della. Do you see what I bought for you as a gift?
Said James. Della steps towards the gift, and as her white fingers opens the box, tears come out of her eyes.
These are the two beautiful jeweled combs which I have seen in a shop and wanted them, but I couldn't buy it,
said Della. Then James said,
I sold my gold watch to buy this for your hair, Della. Now your hair is gone, so these combs are of no worth or use for you.
Della, though upset, builds courage and says to James,
I sold my beautiful hair to buy you this gold chain for your gold watch. But since you sold your watch, this chain is of no use for you too,
said Della. Then James hugged his wife and said,
Let's forget about these gifts as they are not of use for now, and let's enjoy our Christmas.
The story sparks the value of selflessness in both characters. This leads James and Della to sacrifice. Della, being a woman of beautiful hair, the only possession she has, sacrificed it for her love. She just wanted to see delightfulness on James' face. On the other hand, James also sacrificed his prized possession, his watch, passed down to him from generations for her wife. He wanted to give Della happiness on the eve of Christmas. They both sell their valuable things to buy gifts for one another and to show how much they love each other. And this is the true essence of Christmas.